Welcome back to the Scoutcast, where marketing strategy and a little Midwestern charm all come together in one sharp, honest conversation. I'm your host, Ray Hoffman, and today we're digging into something close to home. Literally, I live in Wisconsin. I've always said that Wisconsin marketing is a little different, and today I'm going to show you why. Why is marketing in Wisconsin different than anywhere else? From cheese curds, which we love, they have to be the squeaky kind, no? To community pride, we'll explore into quirks, the challenges, and secret sauce behind effective marketing in the Badger State. So let's get into it. First off, let's talk identity. Wisconsin isn't just flyover country. It's a tight-knit, values-driven, fiercely loyal market. We're proud of our local brands. Think about Quick Trip. I don't know if Quick Trip is anywhere else, but it is everywhere in Wisconsin. Literally in the town I live in, there's two right across the street from each other, and both are extremely busy. Culver's. When I lived in Illinois before I moved up to Wisconsin, I loved Culver's. I had to have it every time I went to Devil's Lake, which is where the main one that I ever saw was. Now that I'm older and I live here, I see them everywhere. I don't even know if you have any anywhere else. However, Culver's is pretty much everything here. Or Johnsonville. Johnsonville brats. What better brats are there? There aren't any better brats than Johnsonville brats. Unless you go to a butcher, of course. We have a butcher in my town that is phenomenal, and I would put them against Johnsonville brats. These companies built empires by understanding one simple thing. Wisconsinites trust what feels real, honest, and homegrown. What works in New York or LA might fall flat here, and quite often does. We don't want flash. We want authenticity. Your marketing voice in Wisconsin better sound like someone who'd hold the door open for a stranger and ask how the Packers are doing, even if we both know how they're really doing. This has always been a tough one for me because I am not a Packers fan. I will fully admit that. I was brought up as a Detroit Lions fan. I am a Detroit Lions fan. I will remain a Detroit Lions fan. Growing up in Illinois, I became a Cubs fan. I'm still a Cubs fan. Actually, I'm going to the game in a couple of weeks here, Brewers-Cubs game. So I still have a little bit of the home outside of Wisconsin cheer when it comes to some sporting teams. However, I always say my three top teams are Detroit Lions, and this is in order: Detroit Lions, then the Green Bay Packers, and then anybody that plays the Bears, which honestly drives my wife nuts because she's a big Bears fan. So, fun fact, according to Nielsen data, Wisconsinites are more likely than the national average to support locally owned businesses. Translation: shop small. Small business is the cornerstone of Wisconsin. It isn't just a campaign here. It's our lifestyle. We love small businesses. So shop local, shop small, and make sure you... In Wisconsin, we have a lot of different seasons here. We have winter. That's snowblowers, heating companies, flannel, everything. And we will wear them, and we will use them. And we do spend a lot at We Energies during the winter because we like our heat. So trying to understand the seasonality, if you don't understand the seasonality, you're already a season behind. Spring, think home shows. There's a lot of home shows in the spring. Actually, they start technically in the winter. January, February, April are home shows. Think about stuff like festivals and grilling, lake life, or the good old Wisconsin State Fair. If you're not taking advantage of the Wisconsin State Fair, whether you're there or you're taking advantage of it digitally, you're making a mistake. There's a lot of things you can take advantage of with that. And yes, everything slows down during the deer season. Your email campaign, your Google ads, everything will slow down during the deer season. It's called Widower Weekend for a reason. There's a company here that really falls into that, Fleet Farm. They have Orange Friday, which is the start of the deer season. They have ammo and guns and everything is on sale. Their employees wear special hats. They give away special hats that are that are the orange blaze. It's really a huge thing. And that is before Black Friday. I want to say it's like a week or two before Black Friday. So, here's another quick tip. Always check the Packers' schedule. Always check the Brewers' schedule before hosting any event. Because no one's coming if kickoff's at noon. Don't fight it. Market around it. Nobody's coming to a 3 o'clock if the game kicks off at 3. Nobody's coming to a night event if the game is at night. Now you have Sundays, Mondays, and typically, some Thursdays. They only play a couple of Monday night games, a couple of Thursday night games, but mostly Sundays. So when you're planning an event, make sure you schedule. I've seen that problem come time and time again. We actually have a trade show that happens in January. I happen to be at that trade show every year. I've been on committee for 15 years. It's a Metropolitan Builders Association home building show. It's a great show. Lots of people come through. It's a lot of fun. Last year I had the honor of actually being the host for the seminars, which was fantastic and fun. But we run into an issue because if the Packers make it to the playoffs, which obviously Wisconsin, we're hoping they make it to the playoffs every year, there's a good chance they're going to play on that Sunday. Now, you can think of that as two things, right? Number one, you can say, oh, man, it's going to be slow. Or I like to think of a positive. Whoever's there is serious about what they want. They are serious about getting their project done. So I tell people, don't have your employees that aren't typically the best at getting leads during that time. Have your best ones. Because you're going to have fewer people. You want to get the same amount of leads. And you want to get quality leads. So take advantage of that time and get your quality lead. Later on, I'm thinking probably in the next couple of podcasts, I am going to talk about shows because I have a lot of feelings about shows and how they should be done. So, hyper-local messaging. Marketing in Madison is not the same as marketing in Wausau. Green Bay talks football. Milwaukee loves festivals. We have a Summerfest. We have an entire space, entire grounds built on the lakefront just for Summerfest, which is I believe it's 10 days, 11 days, I can't remember. But they have different bands, different singers, different people constantly throughout the Summerfest grounds for those 10 or 11 days. It's actually built just to house that. There is a large concert venue that you pay to get into the concert as well. I've gone there. I've watched Dave Matthews, ZZ Top, a lot of different bands, and it's always been fun. Through my charity organization that I work with, Operation Finally Home, we were able to surprise a veteran with a home at that event. So it's a great time. It's a great, couple of weeks, and it's not too expensive. It's really fun. So make sure you take that stuff into account too. If you are going to have an event during Summerfest, make sure it's focused on something Summerfest, or you're not going to get people, or don't have the event at all because people are going to Summerfest. We love our festivals in the Milwaukee area. Where I live is centrally located between Milwaukee and Madison. So Door County is all about tourism and family traditions. The most family tradition area in Wisconsin is Door County. One of the biggest tourism areas is Door County, besides Wisconsin Dells, obviously. But Door County is huge. They have, wine areas, wine tastings. They have wine everything around there. Great food, great people. The people that live there, the people that have shops, are very, very nice people. Never run into a bad one yet. So to win in Wisconsin, you don't just go local. You go hyper local. Highlight the local farmer. Mention the school mascot. Sponsor the brat fry at the local fire station. Sponsor the pancake breakfast at the local fire station. Spaghetti, fish fries, especially during Lent. Sponsor a fish fry at the local church or the local fire station or the local VFW hall. People notice. Speaking of veterans, Wisconsin is probably one of the most patriotic states I've ever been to, and I've been to all but a couple of them. Wisconsin is big on our veterans. There are a lot of veteran opportunities for veterans to take advantage of. 10% off or what have you. The local VFWs are fantastic. Lots of different veteran, charities that you can work with. So work with those people because we are very, very patriotic here in Wisconsin. And that's one of the reasons why I love this state. This is relationship-driven marketing. Trust-based, slow cooked, like a Sunday roast. If you think you're going to send out $1,000 at a cost per lead of $50 and you're going to get 18 leads because that's what you get in Illinois, no. You're going to get 2, 3. In Wisconsin, there's this golden rule, and the golden rule in marketing is now the rule of 11s. People have to see you 11 times to think of you when they need that project. It's not that way in Wisconsin. It's 15, 16 times. It needs to be much slower cooked. You need to have strategies behind it. What am I going to focus on in this part? What am I going to focus on in this part? And you need to show them those 15 to 16 times before they start thinking of you as a household name. If you're only pushing products and not building community, you're missing the mark. Community-driven marketing in Wisconsin is the fastest growing area. Now, other states, you don't even see people. I couldn't even tell you a whole lot of states that, have as many events as we do in Wisconsin. There might be, but at the same time, how many people sponsor there because they're actually getting better leads off of digital or email or what have you. And all of those things have a place in Wisconsin, but you have to make it relationship driven. If you're not building a community, you're missing the mark, period. Even in 2025 with AI automation and analytics-driven marketing, Wisconsin still prefers a handshake. We use Facebook ads, email funnels, but we also look for real names, real photos, and stories that resonate. That's why video testimonials and behind-the-scenes content does so well. It's not about polish, it's about trust. And trust takes time. I have a little story. There's a really, really good window company here in Wisconsin. And they started a TikTok. And the TikTok is funny. It doesn't drive a whole lot of content as far as what's a good window, what's a good this, what's a good that. It does drive some, so I'm not going to say it doesn't. But it highlights different people in just about every TikTok. There's a couple people that resonate through a few of them, but they highlight different employees. And it creates that trust. The employees talk about why they like to work with customers. They get testimonials from their customers. They get, they give you ideas talking about, what you should do in the winter to extend the life of your windows, stuff like that. And that creates the trust here in Wisconsin that you have to have. You have to have trust. If you can't portray that trust, you might as well stop spending money. Okay, so how is marketing in Wisconsin different? It's warmer, slower, more personal. It's cheese curds over cronuts. It's loyalty over flash. It's knowing your neighbor and your audience. And if you can market here with respect, authenticity, and a little Midwestern humility, you can build something that lasts. Thanks for listening to Scoutcast. If you like today's episode, follow us on Spotify or Apple or Buzzsprout, wherever you use. And please make sure you hit the follow button. Feel free to reach out to us anytime with any questions at the Facebook page, Scout Consulting LLC, or you can go to scoutconsultingwi.com and send us a message. So, until next time, stay local, stay real, and keep scouting for smarter strategy.